complaining about undocumented migrants and saying that Biden removed restrictions on legal migrants.
It's not legal migrants. It's people seeking asylum, which is legal, but they are not granted access.
Yes, they are. 8 U.S. Code 1158.
They are not.
8 U.S. Code 1158. They literally are.
They are granted access if allowed.
Stopped them from being allowed by customs.
The difference is, so now the difference is you have people who are legal, who are coming to the border, which is totally fine. They can come and say, hey, I'm seeking asylum. They can either get A, turned away, or B, accepted. Be accepted, cool, they're legal. If they don't get accepted, they're illegal. But the difference is Trump's policy was remain in Mexico. So if we said no, or we don't have an answer for you yet, you need to stay in Mexico until we do have that answer for you, that was fine. But
Sir,
what was
the point of asylum
on day one for Biden was you can stay here in the United States.
You don't understand any of this, sir. What's the point of asylum?
What?
What's the point of asylum?
What is the point of asylum? For people who are in tough circumstances in their own country.
People who are in fear in their lives and being persecuted. Okay. What the Remain in Mexico did.
Right.
Hold on. Nope. I'm going to explain it to you because you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm going to attempt to edit. Sir, I know if you're quiet for 2 seconds, you might accidentally learn something, but I am going to need you to be quiet so I can explain this to you because it's going to destroy your entire.
Go on.
You're what?
I'm getting less intelligent talking to you, but please.
Sir, you can't get less intelligence than the stupidest person I've talked to today.
I haven't insulted you once. There's no.
And I am insulting you once. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking.
I can say you're a liar because.
All right. So let me explain to you how the Remain in Mexico policy works because you don't fucking know. So again, shut the fuck up because while you might not have any will whatsoever to actually learn something past whatever your fucking podcast or Fox News told you, there are quite a few people talking who would actually like to be more intelligent than a fucking rock. Okay? So I'm going to explain it to them so they can fucking listen. All right. Sound good? Perfect. I don't care what you think. Regardless, okay, what the Remain in Mexico policy said is, hey, if you're being persecuted and you're in fear for your life, then you need to stay exactly where you are, even though there's evidence of you being in fear, evidence of you being persecuted, evidence of there being fear of your life. You need to stay exactly where you are until your court case can go through about 5 years from now. So I'd say that to ask you a question, sir. If you're in desperate need of you're in persecution or desperate fear of your life into a point where you have to seek asylum, what the fuck is the point of seeking asylum if you have to stay in the horrible spot you're at for 5 years?
Because you're assuming they're staying in the same spot where they're fearing for their life. You're assuming everybody coming across the border is coming from Mexico, which they are not.
Actually, the Remain in Mexico policy actually was just called that. It actually had nothing to do with Mexico. It actually specifically said that you were staying in the country from which you applied for asylum. So if you applied in Honduras, you got left in Honduras. If you applied in Guatemala, you got left in Guatemala. If you applied in friggin' Venezuela, you got left in Venezuela. Fox News just called it the Remain in Mexico policy because Donald Trump likes little quips. It actually had nothing to do with Mexico. But again, you didn't read the policy because you don't know what you're talking about and you're trying to claim that you know what you're talking about. That's why I'm trying to educate you and you won't fucking listen, but you never read the fucking policy.
No, they were just returned to Mexico. They weren't.
Shut the fuck up, dude. You have no idea what you're talking about. Holy shit. You've never read the policy. You have no idea what you're talking about. Okay? Legitimately, dude. Seriously, when people used to say like, I wish I had the confidence of a mediocre white man, like I never used to know what they meant. And it's this guy, right? This guy who's done no research, has no idea what he's talking about, right? Never read the policy, probably never read a policy in his entire fucking life. All right. I explained the policy to him so that he can learn, so he can get better as a human being. And his entire freaking comeback to me explaining it to him in depth is, nuh-uh. That's all he's got. That's literally all he's got is nuh-uh. I don't know what I'm talking about, but nuh-uh. I'm like, bro, like, at least, dude, you could have, whatever, what a right wing grok, you could have grokked this in 2 seconds before you got on this live and learned that everything I'm saying is true. We can't even get to a disagreement about the policy because you don't know the policy. That's the sad part. I wish we could get to a part where we could disagree on the policy, but you don't even know what the policy is. So it's literally impossible for you to argue your opinion on the policy because you don't know it. That's what's sad. I wish I could get somebody like you. I wish I could get somebody like you to just be like, hey man, like, you know what? Like, I want to argue with you because I have different opinions on stuff. So I'm actually going to go read and research and learn about it before arguing it instead of just coming up here and just fucking not knowing anything, dude.
Are you done? Am I muted?
Unfortunately, no, but I think I'm just going to hang up with the phone with you because literally, like,
yeah,
what would you say
I
you were?
too if I were you and I was losing. What I'm saying is I'm trying to...
Anyways, you're dude, guy, if you have to say that you're winning, just let you know. And I tell people all the time this, okay? If you have to say that you're winning something, you're not winning it, okay? Not one time. I do this 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. Not once do I ever have to say I'm winning. Not once. Never have to say it. I never have to say I'm winning. I never have to say you're losing. I never have to do that, okay? Because I just let my argument, okay? I let my argument decide who's winning and losing. The people that are listening know who's winning and losing. They just have to listen. Okay? But people like that are like, oh, I'll just say I'm winning at the end and then I'm winning, right? Like, bro, how about you just make your argument? All right? Fucking shit, dude. Fucking sad. Sad service. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Sad Serve says, born in 1973, still benching 275, retired. FDNY, Fire Department, New York. Well, I say thank you to your service for all the military people out there, but also thank you for your service. New York Fire Department, that's absolutely huge. And still benching, that makes you, holy shit, 73, I guess, depending on which month, makes you, what, 52? Benching 275? Man, I wish I'd still be able to be benching 275. I can probably barely bench 275 right now, to be honest with you. I can probably barely do 275 right now. So that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. I'll give it to you. Thank you for your service, sir. Really appreciate that. Or ma'am. Sorry, I said sir. I don't know. Ma'am, sir, whoever, whichever. Thank you for your service. I appreciate that. Electric and hot dog and Tati and hoodie. Thank you guys so much for the swans. We got like 4 of the 7. That's not bad. I love you, Polly, but you ain't bitching 275. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Do I need to start sending videos? Is that what I need to do? All right. I don't really max anymore, but But I did, let's see, I did 3 reps or 3 sets of 2. I lifted chest on yesterday. I did 3 sets of 225, 885. I think it was 885. I'm pretty sure if I can do 885 at 225, I can lift 275 for 1. I'm not saying I can rep it. I'm just saying I think I could lift it. All right. I think I could lift it. The last max I did was around 280, 285. So, again, I don't max lift anymore. I have a torn labrum and a torn rotator cuff. I'll send you me doing 225 all day. I'll send you repping 225, but I'll hurt. I'll end up in the hospital. It ain't worth it. Anyways, y'all. What was I going to do? No, I can't do. I used to do 315, but I can't do. Like I literally I'm too injured. I'm too old and too injured. I said I could do it. I didn't say I was going to do it. Those are two completely different things. I said I could do it. Just because I could do something doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Dude, bro, I am almost 40. I don't ego lift anymore. All right? I don't ego lift anymore. That's some young people shit, dude. Okay? No, I said I was doing 225 for reps. I'll send you videos of that. I'm not fucking, I am not tearing my rotator cuff more to please you. Sorry. I am too old. All right. You can go ahead and believe whatever you want. I ain't ego lifting the fucking and tearing more shit. Dude, I have a separated, separated bicep ligament in this shoulder. And then I have a partially torn something back here. I don't know. I went and saw orthopedics. They just put 3 shots in my shoulders. They hurt, but my shoulders feel a lot better. Actually, they do. Truthfully. Hey, some of y'all are more beast than me, all right? That's fine. I'm okay. Joseph, thank you so much for the $5. And Paul, some callers seem unaware that economics is actually a science and aspects of it. Lump of labor fallacy may feel counterintuitive. They may be mistaking what you say for mere opinion when in reality it's sound economics. Making them aware of that might help. That's actually a big problem I have with a lot of things. W's in the chat for Joseph for that $5. They actually have a lot of things. They confuse a lot of the things. They confuse a lot of the things that I do. But a lot of things I'm saying with like just my opinion on things. Like I think I make it pretty clear when I'm talking about things, whether I'm talking about my opinion or I'm talking about, just facts of things. I try to make that pretty